Michael Dillon heat drum.
Well, it's like a tick.
It is a tick. You are a tick.
It's like a autistic tick. Get on down here so we can start this episode of Mike and Dylan Hate Drama, where we give premium lice advice.
Premium
Fucked
life
it
advice.
up. God, premium lice.
Lice advice.
Premium life advice for those who need it. Do you hear how good that sounds? If you don't fuck it up.
What is lice advice?
I don't put peanut butter in your hair, I think.
Does that include crabs too?
No, you eat those.
Pubic lice is crabs.
Have you heard the joke? It's from The Office, and it was like, I had sex with a hooker for $5. I went home and noticed that I had crabs, so I went back and I said, "What the fuck, man? You gave me crabs." She was like, "It's $5. What were you expecting, lobster?" That's pretty good. So, guys, last episode, I said I was going to tell a joke, and then I didn't tell it because it was a dead baby.
I think that's
necklace.
been like 2 or 3 episodes ago, but yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Look, it's all a blur. It's all a blur. It's been a pretty big week for news and things happening in the
happenings.
Yeah, the happenings,
going
the
on.
happenings and the happenings. Obviously, we had the Charlie Kirk got assassinated on a college field, and then I think that's it.
Well, there's school shooting and lady stabbed on a train, and
That just happened all the time.
yeah, I'm just glad that they had a candlelight vigil up here at the courthouse for the school shooting and that girl getting stabbed. Oh wait, no, it was just for Charlie Kirk.
Really?
Yeah. I was just looking at it and I was like, so wait, like I get it. Like I get that it's a big deal. Like I get that it's a thing and like nobody should die. Like I am of the mindset that nobody should die for what they say politically. I'm of that mindset. However, where the fuck are the candlelight vigils for every time like a whole shitload of kids get mowed down?
Like I said, it happens all the time though, man. You got to have like a record-breaking school shooting for like everybody to get sad about it.
Yeah, but so
like once you get into like 20, 30 little babies, that's when we start to care. 3 injured, 1 died. Why is that even news? Get that off the front page. I don't care about that. I think the funniest thing that happened with the Charlie Kirk thing, and I'm not saying any of it's funny, okay? But when they asked Donald Trump about it, how is he holding up? And he's like, great. They're building a new ballroom right here.
Oh, is that?
There's literally a video where they asked him, they was like, we know you were really close with Charlie Kirk. We just want to know how you're holding up. He's like, oh, doing fantastic. Right here is where they're going to build the new ballroom. So either, he wasn't that real close with Charlie Kirk, or the motherfucker loves a good ballroom.
Yeah, he does.
Which I don't think I've ever been in a ballroom, but I assume they're pretty nice.
I mean, I'm on the conspiracy side of things that it was the
Jews, buddy.
No, not that.
Look, Dylan said it. You heard it from Dylan's mouth. It was the Jews that got Charlie Kirk. All right.
It doesn't have to be the Jews. I can just say that it was somebody other than a random lone actor.
I think the craziest thing is I look online, and the far right's like, it was the Jews. Yeah. And the far left is like, it was the Jews. Shout out Jews. Second time bringing the country together. Like, if anybody can really come into a place and just be like, I want to bring everybody together, it's the Jews.
Netanyahu.
It does end pretty horribly, though. It goes down a really dark path. And then afterwards, there's usually like a war. But then after that, a little bit of prosperity. But yes, we ended one of the podcasts with a story about a guy. He was having sex with a lady. She had a necklace on, teddy bear. We actually have the story from him.
Well, this is an update.
The update.
Like more details of the story of kind of what happened with the little teddy bear that was made out of the kid's necklace and how he interacted with it.
And then I'm going to explain the joke that I was going to say.
Well, a new joke, but yeah.
So the title says, tell the joke. And then the message says, I think it was my story. Can you tell the joke, please? I don't remember the fucking joke.
No, it was real dark. It was a very dark joke. But this joke that Mike has is wonderful for this.
And then this one says, dead baby titty necklace update. Hello again. Thrilled to be able to give some more context. I don't recall the necklace bouncing off my balls, LOL. May have been too drunk to notice. It was dangling down over me while she was riding with me, and I grabbed it in my hand and tweaked her nipple with it. 1,000-yard stealth, and the room went cold. Funny thing about this whole deal is that her ex-fiance, mind you, not the father of the child he was in prison, followed us all around town, sat behind us in the back of movie theaters, other side of the restaurant, etc. for a few weeks. Of course, I was mostly oblivious to this. Only when I noticed his shitty El Camino go around the block by my house several times did I put it together. So about the 5th of the time around the block, So about the 5th time around the block, I decided to clean my gun on the porch, and what do you know, never saw him again. Anyways, that's just small town Wyoming redneck shit. Let me know if you want to know about our moonshine operation from the college days. Stay fresh, cheese bags. Always. We want to know what crazy stuff people have done. It doesn't have to be just us giving advice. Just crazy viewer submitted stories that go along with the thousands of stories that me and Dylan tell is very nice. Unfortunately, I'd have to go back and maybe I can remember the joke that I was going to tell in the moment, but I forgot it. So then how long did it take me to come up with the second joke?
Seconds.
Yeah, because I was like, I forgot it. I'll just tell another joke that's terrible. But you could have came on the necklace so your kids could have played with her kids. So I think that's a very sweet thing right there. That's a very sweet thing. Got a whole playground going on her chest. So At least you did not bust a nut on the necklace.
Yeah, that would have been...
Right. Just drizzle that thing in some jizz, and because then she has to, it's just the tears of wiping the cum off the teddy bear necklace would be terrible. I think what you said that I was going to say, you know, some kids.
Yeah, there was something about like I think he was asking about like fatherly advice and stuff, or talking about.
Because you were asking about fatherly advice, and I was like, you know, you can be a good dad, or your child won't end up like a necklace. And I don't know. It doesn't sound that bad now.
No, but I think in the context of like while we were talking, it was substantially worse.
I love dark humor. That's what I can't stand about this whole Charlie Kirk thing is like everybody, like people that are like, I love dark humor. And then someone makes a joke about Charlie Kirk and they're like, oh my God, too soon. We need to fucking call your job and cancel you. I'm like, I thought we liked dark humor.
Well, the thing is that it's only acceptable dark humor when it's not somebody that you care about or a topic that you care about. Because there's tons of dark humor going on about the immigrants and, you know.
Here's my thing. I see these influencers, because that's what I thought Charlie Kirk was. They call him a commentator. I see these commentators on the left and the right. And here's the thing. Commentators know that they use a lot of rage bait on the left and the right. Look, they both use a lot of rage bait to get their name and shit like that. They go out here and they, you know, debate children out of college, fucking Republicans who obviously are unaware they're about to be in a debate and shit like that. So they do these things and it enrages people. And I am from the South and we have a saying that's called, you know, fuck around and find out. If you do that enough where you're like pissing people off, it's going to piss people off. And I'm not saying that should you die
no, it doesn't make it right
for debating somebody. No, but if you're out there rage baiting and then you get shot, that's what happens. I don't like getting shot, so I don't go around saying things that people hate. Like I'm not walking around to Democrats being like, oh, you guys fucking eat each other all day. Can't create any kind of fucking change. You guys couldn't even boycott an expensive coffee place properly. I don't go around to fucking Republicans and be like, you guys believe any goddamn thing you see on a meme. Like doing your own research is a secondhand rumor that you got from your aunt and you believe it wholeheartedly. I don't walk around saying it just like talking shit to look. Dylan's just like
We're going.
All this was written by Dylan, by the way. If you are an experienced, if you happen to have a dad who showed you how to shoot a gun, and you get angry at my words, understand these jokes were written by Dylan. I am not the comedian. I'm merely the face of the operation. But I'm the man in front of the curtain. Dylan's the man behind the curtain. If you kill me, the show will go on. If something happens to Dylan, that's it, you know. There's no podcast without Dylan. Love you, brother. I'm sorry, dog. I'll miss you. Look, Dylan's like, fuck, Mike.
I'm not worried.
I'm a little bit worried. I'm just kidding. All right, so this next bit of advice is called security deposit reimbursement. Mm-hmm. Good morrow, felonious fuckers. It is I, Billy, 25 male once again, and I need some unbiased advice. My wife, 26 female, and I moved recently without our prior roommate, 48 female, as they bought a house and moved for privacy. This prior roommate gave us verbal and written consent to take the security deposit that they paid in full to use for house repairs and as collateral for them moving out 3 months before our lease ended. We, Billy, 25, and Claw, 26 female,
That's a weird girl. Like, claw.
All I can imagine is like, you know, she's got like 2 front teeth. Yeah, she sounds like she knows her way around some knots. Like if you need a good knot tied, she can fucking tie a hell of a knot. Oh fuck, I don't know how to secure this. Get Claw to do it. She's phenomenal. That's all I can imagine. She's like a buck 5. All right, so. And Claw, 26 female, have finally moved and received the security deposit reimbursement from our prior residence, which we turned around and put that back into moving fund as planned with the prior tenant and ourselves. Now that the dust is settled, the prior tenant has come around asking if we are going to share the security deposit despite consenting to us using it to offset some of the moving costs. Please give opinion 1 prior to next section.
All right, so stop.
Oh, stop. All right. No, you didn't get no security deposit. They left 3 months before the lease was up.
Well, that's the whole thing is like, I mean, just count that as like their rent that they didn't pay for the last 3 months of you guys staying together. I think that especially had they not had a discussion and it wasn't like in depth written and discussed, like just fucking.
God damn it.
Well, like, I mean, they
sorry. I just
out.
keep thinking of Claw.
Claw. I just think about pirate. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying though. But she's like a real salt of the earth type woman, you know.
I just wonder why they put that as her like, you know,
it's
fake
her name.
Like,
what's her Claw?
Claudia? I don't know, but,
Claw,
who
Claw,
shortens it up by saying Claw? Claw.
Next time I have Claw with me, it's like, oh fuck.
Well, yeah, I mean that former tenant, they don't want to fuck with Claw, right?
Right.
Like,
yeah, that's a Claw.
It's the Claw.
Claw sounds like a supervillain in a knockoff Ninja Turtles movie, just
or like a Bond.
Yeah,
Bond villain.
Claw.
He's got like the
claw mark. Yeah, he has a claw mark, just like 3. It's like, what is?
I got itchy when he first got his
No,
claw.
a bear got him across the face, and his name's Claw. And you don't ever look at him. Don't stare him in the eyes for more than 5 seconds, or he'll kill you.
See, I think it'd just be funny if they got like the hook hand, and then they're like, I got itchy, and they just went to do it. And
that'd be me. I'd go to do my mustache. Fuck.
Take like 15 times before you finally learn not to. But do
that's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Fuck himself. Like,
but you wrote it. Like they wrote it down. Like, hey, you can keep it. Okay. All right. Done.
All right. Now I want to get to the second part. All right. That was easy. Fuck them. Now, I want to see where your opinions differ as a prior tenant is my mother. Does it differ? How does it differ? Mike, when are you going to get new shorts? Look.
I think you're wearing a different pair now. These are cargo.
I mean, like
camo.
I do have multiple pairs of the same color shorts. Now, does this mean that Mike doesn't wear a pair of shorts for a week straight? It does not. Sometimes, you know, I don my armor for a lengthy period of time. That's how you really wear it in, get it comfortable. It doesn't change that it's your mom. If anything, fuck off, Mom.
Well, why is she asking for it now if she was like cool with it when she left to go get her house? She was cool with it. And then now she's like, no, give me some of that money. Like, no, you said we could keep it.
Claw. Damn. I guess it is, like, if you wouldn't have said Claudia, it would be more funny. I'd be so stuck on Claw. Is that how you shorten it? I want to update on Claudia.
Yeah.
And how we got to Claw, and then what her many hobbies are. Like, you know,
fucking sailing,
making maps, searching for treasures. Like, are you like, babe, we need to talk? Arg, this doesn't sound good. What is it, baby? What be eating you? What be eating ye? Anytime someone is online and like they're like, you know, it's in a lot of death posts too. Like, so, you know, it'll be a TikTok video about like a kid dying, which I understand. Look, your child died. That's a very sad thing. Okay. I'm on the internet so I can laugh and giggle, not to see videos of your dead kid. I don't want to see that stuff. Look, I know grieving is a journey. I wish you would take that journey by yourself. I don't want to be there along the ride, okay? You're ruining my day. But then you go into the comment section and everybody's relating on the dead relative that they got. And they'll be like, I lost me mom. 5, like, because obviously they meant to put mine. But as soon as I see that, it's like my brain sees it before it because it's a pirate. It's like, arg, I lost me mom 10 years ago, still not recovered from me loss. And I'm just, it kills me, man. It kills me. I should be a pirate.
I saw this funny breakdown of if popsicle was pronounced like old Roman names, Popsicles.
Popsicles? Yeah. Now I want to see that. Yeah. Now every time I go get a popsicle, it's going to say Popsicles.
Popsicles. Popsicles.
But yeah, you know, your mom moved out, used the rest for rent.
I mean, yeah, you decide.
I really want to update on how y'all got the Claw or if that is a fake name.
You decide how you want to handle that. But I mean, either which way.
Maybe spell check could have got him.
I don't know. It was in parentheses, wasn't it?
No, it's just the first one's capitalized.
Oh, I thought it was in parentheses claw.
No, it's in parentheses claw. That's a clever lady aware of walruses or something. Claw. Then I feel like it's a fucking acronym for something. All right, so this one says, craziest thing a family member has done to me. Oh my goodness. See, when we're like, hey, send us in the craziest bam story. People will send it in. So that's really cool. I do enjoy that. Some background crazy before the main crazy. So my mom and dad had their first child when he was 15 and she was 11 years old. Oh, wait, shit. And she was 11 years older than him.
Yeah, that was about to be fucked. But
oh, yeah.
I mean, it still is.
The pedophile thing has switched around, okay? At first I thought, yeah. And I came 2 years later. From my knowledge, my mom had been diagnosed with some mental disorders like schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, and postpartum depression. On one fateful afternoon, she was left alone with me by some genius's idea. By the time someone noticed that a 6-month-old me was locked in the bathroom with my mother, she had already drowned me. God fucking damn. I know how this ends, actually. Leonardo DiCaprio comes home, and then he kills her, and then spends this time on an island where they make him believe that he's a detective, but it doesn't work. Surprisingly, my overweight father could knock the door down and had to wait for his younger brother to get home from school to get in and the cops to get there. Needless to say, it led to CPS involvement in many court cases. Surprisingly, she got visitation rights and the weekends.
That's wild.
Please don't send me back to the lady that thinks that I'm a demon and that she can wash away my sins with holy water. Which
she only drowned me that one time.
Right. God, you know how bad it would suck to get drowned in lukewarm water? Like, at least let it be jarring, like really hot or really cold. Don't let it be,
comfortable,
lukewarm. And who's the Luke that decided that name? Because it had to be a Luke.
Luke Combs.
Imagine being a kid and then I made this lukewarm. I saw that on Reddit. This kid was like, his name's Luke, and his mom would be like, I made it lukewarm. And she's like, he always thought she made it like his temperature of warm. And then must have been baffled when somebody else was calling shit lukewarm.
No, that's mine.
So I see a lot of podcasts doing the things like on the bonus episode, we had Scott come in and, pull up some things. And I know other podcasts, like they'll pull up the video when they're talking about it. I think we need to get a setup like that. It does, like when we pull up a video and we see it, it does add a little bit more to the editing. That would be dope though.
Yeah.
Just pulling up funny video. It's good for, what do you call it? Promotion stuff.
Most people listen.
Yeah,
you realize we've put out over 100 episodes, and the amount of clips that you've cut out of these is like less than 10.
Yeah, because it's work, man. I got to come up with skits. You do too. I'm not saying we ain't got to work. I'm saying
you're talking to the guy that has to edit all these and put them up and get them going.
Edit now is cut off the front, the back, and we put it up there. Because I am a machine and have no dead time. Do I say dumb things that I wish would be cut out? Yes, but I'm just like fucking roll with it.
Yeah.
This is the only podcast that people can listen to, by the way, where you get just the Joe Rogan. If he fucks up, imagine all the dumb shit Joe Rogan said. That's after the podcast has been edited. That's wild. Me, we roll with it. I said some dumb things. I've probably marked you for death earlier in this podcast. Are we keeping it in? Yeah. And I marked you for death, dog.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just truncate the issue and...
That's right, we'll make it bigger.
Make it longer.
Yep, make it longer, because that's what truncate means. Like, I said truncate. We found out it was wrong.
It was so funny, though, because you were so confident, and I was like, yeah, because, like, they truncate it, and I was talking about making it smaller, and you're like, no, I think it's bigger. Truncate means bigger, and yeah.
And it's like Gunther.
Dude, is it not?
Gumption.
Is it not Gunther sometimes?
No, it's gumption.
Oh, yeah, no, I totally got that.
And I said Gunther. That's not close to gumption.
Well, where was fucking Scott?
Guh is the same thing.
Scott in this is supposed to save our ass on that, and he did not. In the bonus episode, he was there Googling for us.
He was using AI, and the AI was taking way too fucking long.
No, he needs to...
Listen, yeah, Google's there, brother. Don't have AI popping it up. I can't see a fucking thing. No. I can't see Dylan right here. Dylan's like a fucking blurry blob, and he's like...
You can wear your glasses.
I'll pull up my AI. My glasses in my pocket.
You can wear them in this.
Watch this. Watch. This is for the people viewing. So if you're listening, look, just view real quickly.
Just imagine, Mike.
And these are the lenses that I got. They're all scratched up, and this is the frames that I bought from Walmart that I had to amalgamize, like squeeze in so the fucking lenses will pop in, because my my autistic toddler destroyed the first pair, and then me not learning from the first offense left him to where he could get them. And he was like, "Ooh, what happens if I do this?" And he just looks at me while he does it too. He's like, "Oh, fuck you and your life, bud." But yeah, I'm sitting there, and then like the light shines off of them too, and it's awful.
They're pretty hazy.
And I'm like, "Look, Scott's here. I just want to be like, hey, what is this?" And he's like, "Let me AI it." And AI is just like
thinking.
Yeah, it's thinking. It's giving documents. I'm just like, I just want to know the definition. If you look it up, like
Google it
definition,
real quick.
Bam. That's what Jamie does. Jamie ain't got AI going.
I mean, AI makes sense if you're like talking like in depth about something, but if you're just talking about like, you know,
we'll have Scott again, but this time we'll have Google Scott.
Yeah, we'll have to, but he doesn't listen to this one, so he won't even know that we're talking. We're not giving it. We're not.
I'm talking the same shit. Two Daddies.
Yeah, but we're not giving him notes until he listens to Two Daddies, because he actually listens to that one. He doesn't listen to this one.
Which a lot of his job revolves around AI. And he's very good with AI. But when we need, I need answers now.
Yeah.
See the guy in the courtroom that tried to use AI as his lawyer?
How'd that work out for him?
Not well. Really? Not well. He's like, I generated that. And then the fucking judge is getting on his ass. She's like, you've talked to the jury and all this stuff, and this is what you have representing you. You're trying to, you know, show your business and stuff like that. If we had that fucking TV right there, I could pop it up. You can see it. I wouldn't have to explain it to you. You get to see it in all its glory.
I just trust you.
We get to do that little laugh like, it's not Burt Kreschner. Who's the other one?
Oh, Tom Segura.
Tom Segura, yeah. Tom Segura was funny when he was fat.
He was hilarious
when he was fat.
Like, and I haven't kept up with him recently, but like he was so fucking funny. And then I haven't watched much of his podcast, but he got like super wealthy, like stick up his ass type guy.
They all do that, man. And I want to do that one day. Like I want to get wealthy.
You want to be wealthy enough to
forget every like I want to read you, the listener. I want to read your experiences in life and be like, it's $300. Pay it. Just pay it. Like I want to know what that feels like.
Yeah.
We were at the bank, me and Dylan, and I was like, what's $50,000 to a guy like me? Can you please remind me? Can you just show me one time like what it feels like?
Oh, that was the wild thing. We were at the bank, and they had to take money from the front of house.
I missed this, by the way.
They had to take money from front of house to back of house, like to put it in the vault or whatever. And I think the lady said it was $300,000. Like it was literally a stack like bigger than this of $100 bills. And I was like, holy fuck.
And my ancestors like, this is it. This is the sign. Look, you fat fuck. I'm just sitting there like looking at the ground, telling some jokes. And the ancestors like, it's all led to this.
Well, I saw how nervous the teller was, and I was like, they fucking move money all the time.
It was all women. It'd have been nothing for just run out. All you see is the news headline: fat guy gets exhausted going through double doors, gets beat up by women.
Yeah.
Currently,
I would have just been standing there and been like, you go get him. Like he's right there. Because I would not have went down for that. Yeah.
I didn't even care. I would never do anything like that.
Yeah. We had talked about it before we went to the bank though.
What?
Like I think it was like a day or two before we talked about what it would be like to, you know, just stumble upon some money by
that was it, yeah, and that was our ancestors right there going, look at it.
We set it up for you.
Look at it. We fucking destiny has brought you here.
All the stars have aligned, and here is.
We let Eminem down because he's like in that one moment. Would you capture it or let it slip? I let it fucking slip. I didn't even get to see it. I didn't even get to look at it.
And I was like, cool, because I saw the front was hundreds, and like that's not, you know, like 100 is 100, and not a big deal. But then I noticed the color was the same all the way through, and I was like, oh, that's a fuck ton right there. Like, and I've never seen that much money just like sitting in front of me ever in my life. And I was just like, oh, and the way the teller was like super nervous, I was like, that's a lot of fucking money.
Would you capture it or just let it slip?
You let it slip.
These two are rather long stories.
So if you would have stumbled upon that kind of money, what would you do then?
Who, me?
Yeah. Would you turn it in?
No. Listen, if whoever lost that money either like nefariously had it or
has insurance on it.
Yeah, has insurance on it. And they're just like, fuck, I lost my bag with $300,000 in it. To me, blessing. Like that's God. Like, and
you realize how like diligent you have to be with like making sure that you don't like spend it in stupid ways though, because then like I mean that's like the whole thing around Walter White was like, don't fucking do stupid shit with this money.
It's infinite gas and groceries.
Yes.
Literally the two things you need to live on. You can pay bills with it too. You can go pay cash bills with it. Infinitum, and then no one's ever going to catch you. Walter just got stupid. He wanted to be this fucking kingpin of just this. No, you fucking, because that's like, it's like in Ozark when they get the money and he's like, that's it, that's infinite. What are you going to do? Go buy a fucking truck or something like that? Gas and groceries. Yes. Yep. Yes. That's it. Now I'm a fucking millionaire who has infinite gas and groceries. This is nice. Maybe I get up. They're not going to know you got a plasma screen TV. They're not going to know you got a PlayStation. Like, as long as you're not purchasing a house, purchasing a truck, purchasing these things where like you have to put these on or they know that you have them. Like, as long as you don't do that, literally.
Well, I think if you were to use like store cards and shit, they still track all that shit too though.
No, just use cash. Just go to the store.
Oh, yeah.
Buy some cash. Buy a PlayStation with some cash. Buy gas. Buy groceries. Everything. Stock your house. House is always stocked. Oh, my God. Look, I don't even want to talk about it. My stomach hurts. I would find it. I would not. Because it's always just like the, grandfather and grandson find bag with $500,000 in it. Turn it in, get $500 reward. And I'm like getting back in the car. I'm like, Grandpa, have you always been this stupid?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I'm a hero, son. Watch. And then he gets home to his wife and he's like, oh, look what I did today. And she's like, are you fucking stupid, Ricky? $500,000? Are you fucking stupid? But I'm a good guy. Who gives a fuck? Because the first non-good guy you run across is going to fuck you like that.
Well, the guy that probably was walking around with $500,000 probably is not a good guy, too.
And doesn't even, he's not going to be like, oh, wow, what a upstate. He's like, all right, I got other things to focus on.
Yeah.
Like, he's never going to think about you. No one fucking can. And I get it. Look, do good things and where no one's watching, yada, yada, yada.
It's so tough.
If you find a duffel bag full of money, keep it.
Well, yeah, if you find a wallet, give it back with the money in it. If you find a fucking duffel bag with no markers of who it goes to, like it's just a bag full of money.
If I found a wallet with $150 in it, I'm turning it in.
With $150 still in it.
Yeah, with $150 still in it.
But you get a bag, a anonymous bag filled with money. I'm sorry, but like you should have wrote your name on the fucking
the
tag
last
or
one I
something.
saw
Like,
with the grandpa and the grandson, it was old too.
Oh, like an old bag of money?
It was an old bag of money.
Fuck that. That's mine.
That's mine.
my money.
Yeah, that's my money. That's, yes.
Somebody forgot about it. They lost it for a long time.
That's me. All the, yes! Like, just fucking throw it in there. Just be like.
Well, it's like these people that find like an old dresser or like a mattress or like they're tearing, like, renovating a house or something. They pull back the drywall and there's fucking money stashed in there. Like, sorry guys.
Listen, but you can you can show me and Dylan how awesome it is to be rich and stuff like that. If you go to laborllama.com and you check out our sweet selection of hats, shirts, and hoodies.
Oh,
guys,
did you know that we got new Felonious Falafel merch over there?
I was about to say that. We do have Felonious Falafel merch.
I know, but
over
you
there.
go on like a 30-second rant and I want to be part of it. So I'm just gonna.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah.
There's some really cool designs that Mike came up with and then I made better.
Yeah, for forklift certified individuals. And then we have a Handley's Nuts shirt because people love that joke.
It's got
they
a
always,
penis on it.
Yeah, with nuts and bolts. It's really cool. Check it out. And if you use the code MADHD, you get 10% off of your purchase. So that's pretty fucking sweet. Once again, check it out at laborllama.com, LABORLAMA.com. That is high quality clothes for high quality guys, brought to you by Mike and Dylan of the Mike and Dylan Hate Drama Podcast.
Yep.
Look at that right there.
That was beautiful.
That was so good. But I fucking botched the lice advice.
Well, you just had to warm up. We just had to get you.
Had to get the juices flowing. The two daddies we record directly after this episode is going to be bomb, man. I'm going to be real into it. And then I get a cigarette in me. Oh, God. The nicotine starts flowing.
I don't think everybody knows that you're back on those.
Bro, I smoke. I'm not working out. I let you all down. That's the thing. Look, look. This is a podcast, okay? We're content creators. We do all this stupid shit. We're not in a fucking, factory. We're not giving it our all. We're not working. Don't fucking feel bad for us when I say we're fucking poor. So we're doing a lot of shit to like get ahead. We're working hard and shit like that. I ain't got time to not have nicotine, energy. I'm into monsters right now, real big too. Monster energy coursing through my veins, just like when I was in a fucking box shop. I was a monster because I had nicotine and fucking monster pulsating throughout my body. So I told you guys I was going to get healthier. Look, I think Mike at 60, healthy and poor, sucks. Mike dying at the age of 40 on a stack of money, beautiful. Okay, so that's what I'm striving for.
Yeah.
That's what I'm striving towards. And nicotine and not working out, because then I'm gonna be tired, and drinking energy drinks. Okay, all the stuff that I said I was going to reverse on, bam,
Back.
back.
Mike's back. Doubling down.
Double down. Okay. Yeah, I'm doubling now. Where it was like 600 milligrams of caffeine a day, 1,200. 1 pack of cigarettes a day, 2 packs.
No, 1 pack still. Those are so fucking expensive.
Trying to be healthy, bacon all day. Bacon wrapped everything.
I put 40,000 steps in over the last 2 days.
We do need to promote the podcast more.
Yeah, we do.
God, guys, tell your
It's
neighbors
almost like
about
we got
us.
a bunch of clips and stuff that we could cut out of it.
Yeah, we need somebody who listens to the podcast to be like, I want to
Clip it up for
look,
us.
yeah, we can give you our Opus clip information, and then you can just go and clip everything, and you can run all the stuff, and you can make the money from it. I don't even give a fuck. We just need to fucking
Get it out there.
get it out there, because I don't want to do it. We have so much shit doing it right now.
Because we're really trying to promote labor law, so you got to kind of focus on one at a time.
Instead of half-assing a whole bunch of shit, you got a whole ass one thing. All right, so this next one says, need a male opinion on this. We're males.
We're males.
Did you just assume our fucking gender? Get the fuck off this podcast. Get the fuck off of this. God, I'm so angry right now. I'm so angry. How could you assume that? I hate the left and right so much. I hate both sides. And you would think like, it's like, no, I want to be an adult and be like centered on ideas that people would be like, oh, okay, I see it. Like, no, it's just everybody hates you. And I'm just like, okay, that's fine. Everybody can, hey, look at you getting your nicotine in.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do. We need a place where we could do the podcast, but I could fucking just like light up a cigarette and get real into it. Y'all get 4-hour podcasts if we did that. They would get like 6-hour podcasts if I could sit there and smoke.
Is there any sort of like downgrade for that for YouTube and all that? If you're smoking on?
No.
Or just do outside podcasts. It'll suck during the winter, but
Yeah, just welcome back to another episode of I Can Not Hate.
I mean, we could do it around a fire.
Ooh, welcome back to the bonfire pod. That's gay.
No, I mean, you don't.
Two dudes around a bonfire.
It's still Mike and Dylan Hate Drama. There's just a fire there.
And I
so
just
we're
saw
not
someone
cold.
talk about the sequel to Brokeback Mountain, and it was so fucking funny.
I never watched the first one.
Listen, I'm cool with gay people. Nothing about that movie has like attracted me towards it. It's like it's two guys, but they can't be together. I'm just like, gay. Okay, yeah, I'm sure.
Not for me.
Yeah,
I tried to watch Rent, and like I didn't not like it because it was about LGBTQ.
I thought it was about AIDS.
It is, but like it's about during that time it was
Cowboy butt
mostly.
sex.
But like I didn't like it because it's a musical, and for me personally, other than Disney like kids movie musicals, cool with that. It's cartoon. They throw in some fucking songs and shit. Fine. But like as soon as there's like actors and it's a musical, like I never saw La La Land. I've never watched like fucking.
Yeah, I saw Rent. Shit.
Yeah.
They did have the 4,999 that little
It's
fucking
catchy for that.
Yeah, it's real catchy. But and then people will be like, "Oh, you're not." I'm like, bro, Philadelphia is one of the greatest movies of all time. One of the greatest movies of all time. With Tom Hanks, Jamie Foxx. Oh, watch it tonight.
No,
look,
you don't watch any of my recommendations.
Look, I'm telling you, man, Philadelphia is one of the best movies of all time. It's about a gay dude who works for a business. Okay, and
what's up with you and all this gay media? Like, you just want to turn me gay or something?
Yes,
like
yes. I'm trying to transgender book you right now. Okay, but he works for this, I think, a law firm or something like that. It's been a while since I watched
one's
the movie.
gay? Tom Hanks or Jamie Foxx?
Tom Hanks. But he gets AIDS and he's dying and he gets fired from his company.
Is it a musical?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then
That's what really ruins it for me. As soon as I'm like, oh man, this is a great movie, and it's like starts, and it's just like, I was a boy.
Yeah.
Click off.
Yes,
okay,
that's
I don't
me.
know. I don't know what that was, but that was stupid.
Like I've been to see, like I went to watch Lion King when I was like in high school, and watching it live is fine, but like the second that, like, I've never watched Hamilton or any of that stuff. Like I'm not into
What are you talking about? The
musicals.
cartoon Lion King?
No, they did like the Broadway show Lion King. Like they did the cartoon. Then going to watch it, but like if you put that on the TV, I'll be like, click. No, I'm not watching that. Like it's like watching fucking golf or something. Like I will participate. I will watch maybe if I'm live there, but the second you put it on the TV, it's like watching racing, going around a fucking circle. Like I'm sorry, boring. Like click.
I can't stand
musicals.
not
want to watch any of that stuff where I can't physically be part of it. Like,
I tell you the best movies that are also musicals is shit like Grease. What is it? Crybaby with Johnny Depp.
I guess I've watched like, you know, Sweeney Todd, but even still, like I don't really want to watch it. I'm click.
Bro, we watched Wicked. Listen. Once again, I'm super tolerant. And, you know, black people, I fuck with y'all. I grew up in the hood. Listen, I know how it is, okay? Wicked is really like Fuck White People, the musical. I started watching, I was like, God damn. I mean, I guess she's green and everything like that. That's a bit shocking. Like, being green's a bit shocking. White, black, well, we're used to these things, you know, brown guy, yellow guy. This all falls in place. I'm just like, I get it, and I get what y'all are playing off of. Okay, she's black. Oh, she's different and scary. Shut the fuck up, dog. Like, take me back to the Wizard of Oz that, like, united us around the government and shit. Yeah. That's what I want. I had little midgets hanging in the background. Have you ever heard that conspiracy theory?
Yeah. My favorite thing with the Wizard of Oz, the original, was the whole Pink Floyd, The Wall mixed with, or I think, yeah, it was The Wall mixed with, if you start them both at the same time and then let it play through, like it, without hearing any of the Wizard of Oz, like all of it times up pretty good, which is kind of coincidental, but it's pretty cool when they go from black and white to color. That's when money comes on. It's like doom, 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 and like it turns into color right there. It's really cool.
I want to do a bunch of acid and watch The Wall.
Yeah, I'd rather do mushrooms, but
I did that before, the mushrooms in The Wall. Mushrooms, I don't think I've ever done enough to really like get, because I did mushrooms before, and it was just like a real strong weed high.
Yeah, I mean it's very organic, but yeah, you can go pretty far.
Acid though, that one I fucked up on that one. I did not. And then I go outside too, and it's pitch black outside, and I'm looking at this birdhouse, and that's the thing, like, media will make you believe that when you do acid, it's like you see all these leprechauns and shit. It's not. No, it's nothing like that. But I go outside and there's this birdhouse, and I see it, and it's like a yard away. At first, I don't know it's a birdhouse because it just looks like a smiling face with big teeth looking at me. And I'm like, I know that's not what it is. So let me go closer, and I'm like halfway through the yard, and it still looks like that. So I'm getting a little bit nervous. I'm like, okay, obviously I'm white people walking into a trap, like in a horror movie. Let's go check it out. It could be a monster, could be Kid Rock tickets. Like, it could be either one of those things. And then finally I see that it's a birdhouse. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. But that's the one where, you know, I'm like, oh, I feel good now. They start watching Trailer Park Boys. I'm like, everything's good. And I start driving down the highway, and all the fucking shadows on the trees. And I'm just like, oh, I'm terrified. Just a cop pulls me over. It's like, I'm having a panic attack because I have a panic disorder. And not because I'm on acid. I would have also yelled that out. All right, so here's the male opinion on this. I, 28 female, and my boyfriend, 28 male, just had one of the most ridiculous arguments to date. For context, we have been dating almost a year and have known each other for 2. He's a sales consultant at a very high-up company, and I'm an engineer for military contracts. Got a lot of people with money.
Yeah.
That's it.
Do you want to adopt us?
Right, yes. God, we'll be your children. I pride myself heavily on being a female engineer.
What's funny about that, Mike?
I bet she could put together a hell of a sandwich. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm a comedian, and it's funny.
That would be kind of, to structurize it in a way
good. Yeah, it'd be perfect.
Just very methodically. Yes. You don't want to get too much mayonnaise on there because it'll get too moist, and then it'll mess up the structure.
You have half of the structure leaning, yes. Oh, fuck. I'm so sorry.
I mean, I took architecture, so that's pretty much how I make my sandwiches too. But
I apologize. I will learn, and I'll read some books, and yada, yada, yada. How hard it is on being a woman.
You'll do better?
Yeah, I'll do better. I'll educate myself. It didn't come without an extreme amount of dedication and finding my niche in the field I'm in. I'm good at my job, and it's a big part of who I am. My boyfriend knows this, relevant to the story. He is also very good at his job. He's excellent and got a decent amount of recognition in the short time he's been there. I'm proud of him and give him praise often, and he usually does the same for me. But given recent events, I feel like he's patronizing me and really doesn't see what I do as high value. That's wild. Yeah. Engineer for military contracts. That's not that good.
Yeah, I mean, you're not a salesperson.
Yeah. I still feel like you have time to wash some dishes. Like, that's what I feel like. Okay, yeah, it sounds crazy, but you get home pretty early during the day, okay? I feel like we're splitting the chores 50-50. I don't feel like it should be like that because I am Guy.
I'm a man house.
Yeah, I'm a man. Imagine just having a weak dick game and just being like, well, I'm old fashioned. I want you, getting home and doing all the chores. And I was like, bro, I haven't orgasmed in a month. And that was because I was fucking flicking my own bean. For you to have the gumption, the gumption to say that I should wash some dishes. To the story, we're having a conversation about something irrelevant. I was saying about work, and he made the comment, engineering can be learned, but sales can't.
That's so much bullshit.
What? I asked what he meant by that. He explains how engineering has a degree, so you learn everything in your courses or on the job, and sales relies on personality, which can't be taught. The way he said it was also very derogatory, which didn't help my annoyance. I was taken aback and visibly aggravated at this comment because it completely undermines the intelligence of someone to become an engineer, and saying anyone can learn it alludes to it being easy, even though it's arguably one of the most difficult things to do and not just learn, which can make my work frustrating. Or my work frustrations seem like petty issues. To me, it seems like he is putting sales on a sort of a pedestal that only certain people have the innate ability to achieve. To avoid losing my shit, I asked him why he was even comparing both of our occupations because they are different entirely. He said it's fun to debate.
Yeah.
There's consequences.
Your person is writing into a fucking podcast.
Did you get my joke
about it right now.
Did you get my joke?
No.
Go. Oh, okay. I'll keep going. I said, why debate unless you're trying to prove me wrong on the fact that I'm good at what I do because of my skills as an individual versus just anyone can learn it. I feel like he downplayed my career to make himself feel more important. Anyways, we're in the thick of argument. Am I the asshole for not letting go? Edit, based on the comments, this is not to us. This is just to am I the asshole? Because it says, edit, based on the comments, the point is not to compare sales versus engineering. I have respect for him and his job. That I feel terrible now. What? The issue lies in the context of how he thinks engineering and insisting on debating it to be right. Because I thought we had a rich person fucking listening in.
Well, I mean, they sent it in. I don't know what, I guess they set us up and sent in one from Reddit, but it was sent directly to our email.
I just thought the jokes would have been funnier if she herself was listening to
I guess I could go back and look to make sure it was
my sandwich comment. But here's the thing. I almost feel like it's the inverse where engineering is very, very tough. The aptitude for engineering is almost like making a sandwich, creating something from nothing. Sales is like you have the sandwich. Now you just have to you have to find a way to, sell that sandwich to somebody else. I believe like when you're talking about sales coming from like your own like entrepreneurship, like your own business and stuff like that, that is much more difficult than an established company or something like that, an established product and then selling that.
Well, the most ignorant take on it though is that it can't be taught. Like everything is a learning experience. Yes, it does take a certain amount of like self-confidence and things like that to put yourself out there to sell, but it is not something that is completely impossible for people to learn. Like
not everything can be learned, because if everything could be learned, I'd be like a 6'5" black guy playing in the NFL right now, okay?
Yeah, that's a physicality. That's not a...
I'd have learned it.
You could have learned how to be good at the sport, and yes, you still would have fought against people that were
not as a 5'10"
better than you.
No. I just gonna hide. And it's like, oh, well, look at Bryce Young play. He's 5'9". He sucks. God, he sucks. They had every chance in the world to win that Cardinals game. Dylan's just staring at me. I got in the car. It was just after the game was over. Dylan, look, I'm going to let you continue giving your premium advice.
I mean, the whole thing is like the worst part that people fall into is that they think that there's some sort of competition, and Mike doesn't really like this breakdown of it, but like the only thing that you really have to compete against is who you were yesterday. If you are better today than you were yesterday, that's the only fucking thing you're competing against, because technically, you know, him as a salesperson, like, he could improve his numbers and he could still be behind the guy that's 10 years ahead of him. But like, that guy that's 10 years ahead of him put in that many more hours than him. You can't just like instantly be better than that person. So you compete against who you were yesterday. And like, so with you, like, it's just a wild take though, because like engineering is one of those things where there's so many little details.
It's
and
so
fucking shit.
difficult.
Yeah. Like, no, fuck that. Like, that is a hard field, and not everybody can do it because it can be mind-numbingly just fucking
like, you already
monotonous.
have to have the aptitude for math.
Yes.
Then you have to have the creative vision to also do it, and it's just a bunch of fucking things. It's really hard to learn, and that's why I said it would almost feel like, yes, there's some engineering jobs that are going to be easy, but if you're getting these military contracts and shit like that, you're in the thick of shit. Like,
yeah, and if you fuck it up, it's a big
right. You're playing in the big leagues. It's not like, you know, yes, I'm very good at selling this thing. Like I said, it's already product. You already have a leg up. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to sell ice to an Eskimo. You are selling a product that people want, and you probably have leads as to who wants these things, versus shit like that. But
well, and I think it's just a guy take, like, I mean, it's you know, I want a trad wife type guy thing to like basically be like, my job's more important than yours. Like, I would never tell my wife that. Like, my wife runs a store, and the only thing I tell her is like, hey, when people come in, do you greet them? Do you like try to make small talk with them? Do you try to build like some sort of emotional connection? And she knows this from previous jobs, but she hasn't been like, it's one thing, like you said, when somebody else is telling you, hey, do this to sell my shit, versus when you are trying to sell your own shit and you're like, oh shit, I just got to try and push it. And you forget about all the training that you've had to. So like,
you never get petty during arguments?
All the time, yeah.
So you say like, y'all arguing, like, oh, I'm sorry, did you have a hard day watering plants? Because that's what you do. You simplify the fuck, and that might be what happened. They're having an argument. Like, it could have been anything. Where they're having an argument. So he's trying to like simplify what she does to because that's what you do in an argument. Like, you, or you're just being playful. Because I'd say shit like that. Like, if Amy was doing that, I'd just be like, oh, you have a hard day watering plants? Is that what? Because she'll do that shit to me all the time. Mm-hmm. She'll be like, oh, did your little TikTok videos on your little children platform it was hard making those today? I'm like, shut up. Yeah. It's hard to make a funny joke all the time, okay? Unless we just make the same shit over and over and over again, which is what people want, and it fucking baffles the fuck out of me.
Same joke.
Man.
Tell it 1,000 different ways.
Sometimes I am a very optimistic person, but sometimes I'm just like, I wonder what the tip of a shotgun tastes like. Listen, right? Like, I know in my heart of hearts, I'd fuck it up though. I'd be like that guy from and then they walk in, I have no fucking jaw. I'm like, everybody's terrified, and I'm like, like fucking tongues hanging out, and like it's like dragging across the floor.
You're like picking up a cigarette trying to
I'm fucking obviously. And now I know how to realize the shotgun. Okay? I realize shotgun. God, don't call that one, what? You put much time on it. Give me a chocolate mess. Help me with it. I'll kill myself. It's like, no, we can save you. Save me? My life is going to be worse. I had to fucking die. My guy's out of the room. Like, just trying to fucking, I ain't got a jaw now, bitch. I don't want to save myself, especially now. Obviously, I wanted this. I'm asking for the shotgun. Can we please give me the shotgun back?
This would be a great clip, but the platforms would absolutely hate
it. Like,
shit on it.
You can't fucking do that. It's not that the left won't let you say anything. Fucking the platforms won't, because they're so scared of, well, we allowed this or whatever.
Well, suicide is such a touchy thing, because like you have to be like, and we are like super sensitive to the idea. Like nobody, it's not the right route to take. 99% of the time. There's some people
comedy exists outside of the comfort of reality though.
But but the thing is though, is there's a ton of funny shit that could go along with it, and it doesn't make it any less serious of a topic. Like it is. They're still funny.
Like imagine. Look, I don't have a jaw. My fucking tongue's hanging out here. I'm trying to pick a piece of lint off of it.
Yeah, you're making fun of the fact that you would fuck it up.
I would. Yeah, I would fuck it up. I have no jaw.
I need a second try at this. Like,
This guy there, I know my hell. Why even have my fucking self? Why you gonna fuck it up? The angle's wrong, obviously. I was just sitting there.
I wonder if people listening to this on like 2-speed are gonna like capture any of that.
He's like, what the fuck are they talking about? All right. So,
This one's a longie.
yes, this one is. But at the end, I saw I love this podcast more than JRE.
Thank you.
So what? All right. So the title is, "Am I the asshole for not defending my racist mom?" Are you sure this is not a Two Daddies?
They didn't say it was for two daddies.
I bet it's for Two Daddies. Hey, Mike and Dylan, day one listener and never thought I'd have drama worthy enough for making its way to your platform. But here we are. Honestly, with the lack of submissions, anything is good drama.
I mean, we could
make anything funny. Okay. It ain't even really got to be dramatic. We could take a story that is very bland and.
Well, from the start, this one doesn't sound bland.
Okay. So here we are for not defending my racist mom. But here we are. I, 32 male, am a teacher and a coach. That's crazy. I feel like some of these are just like, hey, we're very put together people. And we listen to your podcast. I guess that, like, you know, like people always have that side to them that's bad. Fucking text on your phone right now.
No, I'm trying to make sure that this one wasn't meant for. There's nothing stated about it being on Two Daddies.
All right. Well, what do we saw?
They listen to both podcasts, so
so they'll listen to it. Okay. To give some insight to the story, I have a very tight bond with one of my athletes. I have been this kid's football wrestling coach since he was in 8th grade. I was going to make a bad fucking look at Mike. I can't help it. He is raised by a single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops. And so me and him both have that in common. The only major difference is he's black and I'm white. I see what you're doing, bro. Look, you mentor him, okay? Because he's black. He's going to be good at sports. And he could make it. And when he makes it, it's the blind side. They did that with the blind side.
It's very racist of you to think that he's just going to be good at sports just because he's black.
Well, if I was like, look, I had this white kid right here. I have 2 children that both want to be pro athletes one day. This one's a white kid and this one's a black kid. You'd be like...
My odds are on the...
Well, you know, the white kid is a little bit short. They're the same height. Same height, same build. Who's going to be the athlete, bud? Well, I could just see the determination in the black kid's eyes. He's looking away from you right now. He's not even facing forward. All right. We're gonna calm down with the jokes. We're going to really get into the... Man. Be serious.
Be serious.
The only major difference is he's black and I'm white. This all started with me giving the kid a ride home after practice. His mom worked in another town and he had no way home since he played sports after school. These rides were long considering we live in rural North Carolina.
Nice.
Lexington, NC shouting out from here. I don't know what rural means, but all right. And almost a father-son relationship had started. Like, it's like urban, suburban, rural.
We're rural.
We're rural. Urban is
it'd be like Charlotte, Raleigh, Durham.
Because urban is where they say black people are from, right?
Yeah, cities.
This is what I got from The Office. I just don't know like how we judge Democrat. And then what is suburban? That's like
suburban is like I mean, Greensboro and Winston would be urban, and then anything outside of that. So like the outlying suburbs.
Fuck yeah. God, learn something every day. Fuck yeah. Our bond is so tight that for the past 5 years, I have gotten Father's Day texts and presents. We have celebrated holidays together with my family and his mom, and the kid and his mom were the first few people to hold my newborn daughter after she was born. This kid is phenomenal, young man and athlete, and his mom is just as part of my life as he is. To me and my wife, this kid is our unofficial first child. This is the sweetest shit ever.
It is.
I take back all the jokes that I said.
I don't think you really had many.
Well, I have this mother of mine. She is on disability and stays at home most of the day. Uh-oh. God. Resigned to the news, angry and disabled. She has made politics the bulk of her personality. For starters, me and my mom have a rocky relationship. She raised me on her own. I know the stress of being a single parent must be huge, but she did not handle it the best. She was very verbally abusive to me. Sorry, Mike, I didn't get molested, so I'm not as damaged as you. Okay, there we go. All right, we're back in this, baby. We're back in. Get the guns out. All right,
Roasted.
here we go. Yeah, here we go. But it definitely did its damage. My mom has met this kid and his mother, and all was great at our family dinners. You know, mom was just sitting there. She's like, look at him. Invited into my household.
No, I think the setup is exactly how this goes.
Well, after a recent assassination of a political figure, my mom got to posting on social media. The kid's mom saw one of her posts and made it. Is this new?
Yeah.
Oh. Is this new?
I think it is, yeah.
Is this Charlie?
I think it might be.
Or is it the, because it could be the ones in Minnesota that you heard nothing about, that the other side did, and then this side doesn't. And then everybody's just like, hey, look, we can separate crazy people from the public. It doesn't matter what side of the political spectrum you're on. There's crazy people everywhere.
This was 2 days ago. So yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is Charlie. All right. My mom didn't take that well and hit the kid's mom's DMs. Why? From there, it started out as just some debating, then escalated into an heated argument, then into full-blown keyboard shootout. Ultimately, my mom got pissed off enough and made some racist prejudice remarks about the kid's mom. Things like, surprised you have a job, you people should be deported, etc. I will admit that the kid's mom fired back, but only when pushed. Later that day, I get hit with all of the screenshots from my mom and the kid's mom. They both text me. Ultimately, I speak with my mom later that night and told her I understand her feelings, like she was backed into a corner and felt that she needed to defend herself, but she crossed the line with racist remarks. Not only did she make that towards the kid's mom, but also it also groups in the kid as well. She is now pissed at me because she feels like I'm not checking the kid's mom as hard as I am her. I am completely embarrassed by my mom's actions, and this is not the first time I've had to apologize on her behalf. Should I have defended her more, or am I justified for calling my mom out for making racist remarks? Sorry if this is drawn out. I love the podcast, and it kept me entertained all summer long. I even listened to these two pods more than JRE. Keep it up, boys. So... God, this is such a tough... Me and Dylan, as soon as Charlie Kirk died, we was like, we're not touching this with a 10-foot pole because...
It's another one of those fuck around and find out moments. And she went off and was fucking racist in the comments. Like, you gotta understand that, like, there's certain things that are indefensible. Like, I can't defend you against you being a fucking shit. Like, if you are making this about her being black instead of her being not, you know... empathetic
mean
enough.
Or insensitive or something like that, which also, here's the fucking thing too. Bro, if you don't like somebody, you do not have to be empathetic of their death. That's it. Like we are people, okay? And people at their core, we're fucking violent, okay? We're violent. We are greedy. We are all these fucking things, okay? The moment we can actually come to terms with, hey, we are not a civilized species like we fucking think we are. We have violence. We have violent tendencies. A lot of us do. A lot of us do not know how to control our anger. More than that do. You know what I'm saying? More have a problem with violence than people that do not have a problem with violence. And you're like, oh, well, that doesn't make sense because there'd be way more. No, it's just in everyday things that don't get labeled as a crime. How people fucking interact with their surroundings, their families, their jobs. People they're more aggressive than we like to believe. Here's the fucking thing, man. If you don't like somebody, if I don't like somebody, okay, I said, the guy at the card shop, that's the really good, beautiful. If he got killed, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, that's sad. No, I think he's a fucking turd. I'm not gonna fucking root for his downfall and shit like that. I'm not gonna root for somebody that I don't like. And I'm not saying if I, didn't like Charlie or not. I'm saying I'm not gonna root for the guy to fucking die.
I despise all the politicians. I don't want them to get assassinated.
Right.
I just don't want them to be politicians.
I'm not sitting there like rooting for it. I'm not sitting there rooting for violence. If somebody dies and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. It's not, I have my day-to-day struggles. You have your day-to-day struggles. If you feel like you need to devote a lot of your emotion to this, devote it. Yeah. But my fucking thing is I see all of this as shit.
See, I see the whole thing as like, it's sad that a person is killed. It doesn't matter whether they're fucking Charlie Kirk or the lady on the fucking bus or anybody. It's sad when somebody else takes somebody else's life. It just is. That part is sad. Do I care more whether it was Charlie Kirk or some fucking average Joe on the street. I do not. I do not think that they're like, I think that their lives are completely valuable or like completely the same value.
Who's that? Who's that? It's like Walt something. He's the Democrat version of Charlie Kirk. And he goes around and he like talks shit to these Republicans in public. He's trying to make them look stupid. He's trying to, one up them and stuff like that. And you can say Charlie was a debater, but that's at his core, that's what he wanted to do. He had these little college kids who obviously have had no actual touch of reality. You do not, study this stuff. The things that they're talking about is things that have been told to them by much smarter people than them, and then they are fucking sitting there.
They're still children.
Right, and they're still children. So if you sit there and you incite rage and shit like that, and someone from that side gets mad enough to fucking kill you, I cannot sit there and be like, you just can't have conversations anymore. You can absolutely have conversations. I can have conversations with someone who I think is politically wrong without trying to pwn them on camera and show how I'm just intellectually superior. Look how smart I am. Look how good at debating I am. I don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Look, I wish that we would not kill each other. I wish that we could all get the fuck along, have a little non-violent coup d'etat. I mean, I'm saying, you standing there 350 million strong. The other side's probably going to be like, all right, we don't want to fight. We don't want to die. We just want to go about our business. Like, cool. All right. It's never going to happen.
The second your mom made it racist, though, that's the issue. Like, I mean, and I'm sorry, but like, you can tell your mom, hey, I'm sorry you put yourself in this situation, but you put yourself in this situation. There is no reason to bring up that she's black. Like, she can be upset about whatever political thing that you're upset about, and you guys can oppose each other all you want. But the second you're like, basically break out the N-word, like, all right, come on. Like, what am I supposed to do for mama?
God, it's just like it's like a white guy's losing an argument to a black guy, and it's like, oop, I got one more left. All right.
Like, I mean, and
bam, that's all I got.
And so, yeah, like, I'm sorry, mom, but like, you shouldn't have done that. Like,
right. Listen. But once again, you're arguing, you're trying to say the hurtful thing. I can respect it. I can respect the passion, okay? The passion is what I can respect. I said a lot of, I'm very indifferent on the murder of Charlie Kirk, the assassination. It wasn't an assassination. It was a murder. I am going to state, I don't think there's a single thing that he said that condemns him to death.
No.
Out of everything that he has ever said, the civil rights movement being wrong or whatever because of with the DEI shit. Look, whatever he has said, none of that shit has condemned him to death. None of the shit that fucking Democrat rage baiters say condemns them to death. But what I am saying, though, is that you can say that's the beautiful thing about the freedom of speech, is that you can say things. Unfortunately, you are not free from repercussions. You are not free from pissing somebody off. And then, look, you can, it's like driving down the road, okay? And someone cuts you off. All right, you can fucking honk at them, flip them off. You could cut somebody off. Say you cut somebody off. You could do it. Absolutely. You can do it and continue about your day. If that guy then follows you to the gas station, should he do this? No. Follows you to the gas station, walks up to your window and shoots you 6 times. That person heavily overreacted, but they are reacting based off of what you did.
Yeah.
That's life. That's going to happen. You see that throughout history. If there is an action, there's going to be a reaction. And a lot of times you can say equal or opposite. And sometimes it's a fucking outlandish reaction, but it does happen. It is unfortunate. Once again, good vibes to his wife and kids. I hope, that the children did not see that. That's fucking rough. But also I did not look into it that much. Actually, when because I am online. That is a lot of my job, is to keep up with jokes and stuff like that, and just research stuff. So within 10 minutes of him being shot, I had already messaged you. I was like, bro, you ain't gonna believe this, and I was messaging my wife too. And Dylan sends back, I was like, bro, Charlie Kirk just got killed at a fucking college. And he was like, oh, well, it says that he's wounded. I was like, dog, I watched the close-up video. That man is not alive anymore. I'm sorry. You do not survive that. To which, that's how I found out. Against my fucking will, I just see Charlie Kirk debating. The caption of the one I saw was, oh my God, what the fuck? And I thought, oh, like Charlie's gonna say something crazy. And then he goes, gang violence. I'm like, there it is, pop. I was like, oh, oh, oh. Because I don't like watching videos of people dying. So that was my reaction, because it's a fucking gruesome video. Yeah. And look, Dylan, I was like, he was warned. I did not. If someone's like, oh man, there was this awful video, nasty death, I'm gonna be like, okay, well, I will never see it. So
if it was just a general person, I probably wouldn't have went to watch it. And that's the thing.
But that was like a historical thing.
Like, I know of him. Like, I mean, me and Mike, it's so crazy because everybody says they're centrist, and I really feel like me and Mike are strangely like not political. Like we are, but at the same time we're not. And so like we are very centered. And so like I watch both sides like do this crazy fucking dance of like, haha, like you're an idiot, and I'm like,
you're violent, you're ruining the country, you're ruining the country.
Yeah. And so I just sit and watch this circus go on of like just like that's not what that person said. That's not what they meant. Like you guys are conflating these things. Like and
speaking of that too, all the Charlie Kirk quotes that people say was like, oh, he doesn't believe in empathy. That's not the quote.
No,
he was like, I don't believe, I don't like the word empathy. And he talks about being like sympathetic and walking in people's shoes. They literally made his quote sound worse to kind of rationalize his death, which is a fucked up thing.
Well, and that's
that's literally what your side does when something happens to the other side. Yeah. And it's so crazy too, because if honestly the morality and the beliefs that you guys hold, the values that you guys hold, if that was a non-issue, y'all be best fucking friends because y'all are the same people fighting for different sides. I'm sorry. If your morality and values were different or just a non-issue, y'all would be fucking singing Kumbaya,
well, and if
going
you guys
to concerts together.
Like that, like you actually, you held that belief of like just wanting to help and see everybody do good, but it's not even the people
do well.
It's not even the people that are like, yes, those personalities, like they kind of like poke and stoke the fire and do all that stuff, but then they get people more fired up than they are. So like you take a guy like Charlie Kirk, and he is pretty level-headed when he's debating these
Absolutely.
people. And so he can keep his cool, but then he feeds people that can't keep their cool when they're debating. And so they will like legitimately just lash out at people like with hate. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, but I see
no, he got fucked up at Cambridge. And listen, because they talk so much shit about the one boy, the kid with the red hair, you got to watch the video. Because I was like watching his shit, like when he would do it. That's how kind of you get both sides of the argument is through debates like that. Not his debates with like, a fucking Alabama fucking cheerleader who is there because, girl, you got it. You know what I'm saying? But when he debates specifically that kid and the Cambridge professor, like he does get frustrated because he's not doing well in that. But then take that, and he's been trained on these debates. He's done these debates, and then have just like a little kid who does not know how to debate, and someone saying like you're wrong, and he specifically knows how to say, sideways comments to get people like pressed and shit like that. But also too is he's sharing the good, like when he says blacks, and she's like, you mean black people? And he was like, if I said whites, you would think nothing about it. Like that's a very rational thing to say. Yeah. But then he uses that clip to kind of like pawn that side. And then it's just, we've created, honestly, a terrible, I honestly do. Y'all go fight it out, man.
You remember how
take North Dakota. Look, go take North Dakota. Y'all just line up side by side like they did it in the fucking Revolutionary War and just fight it out. Just fight it out. And then listen, whoever wins, their policies will be the main policy, and I'll just not listen to those things. And that's how we can live.
You remember when, before we started this, you were like, I was going to talk about this 5 times in this podcast, and you're like, nah.
I told you what happened. It's the big fucking thing, man. And like the big fucking thing, people do unfortunately want it. And there's going to be some people that's like, oh, fuck Mike and Dylan. And there's going to be people that are like, I agree with Mike and Dylan. But here's the thing. These are our opinions.
I think
once
equally
again,
on both sides, people are going to be like, fuck Mike and Dylan.
Oh, yeah. There'll be like 4 or 5 people that'll be like, okay, yeah, I see it like that. But man, it's tough. And it was slowly but surely with Mike's optimism, because Mike has I would like to say Mike, I'm speaking in third person. I'm gonna start doing that a lot now. But I like to say that Mike has a steady reserve of optimism. I'm losing it on humanity. I don't think that we have a future. I'm not saying I don't think we have a future. I think we will collapse as a species. We will die. The world will long forget about us. Whatever religion that you believe, that's another thing too, man, is like, you got the Bible and then you see the shit that like Satan says and like what hell is supposed to be like and shit like that, which is not supposed to be like a burning pit of fire. We kind of made that up. But you think about all that, and have we exceeded the idea of evil? Like that's what I like to like.
Oh, like went further than what it
Right,
actually
like
was supposed to be.
how does the devil look at us and be like, "What the fuck? Like, what the fuck?" Like, I see it. Like, God, he's like having conversations right now with God. They're both like, "We're not touching this," and it's just like, "What the fuck?"
We fucked this one up. Let's move on to the next one.
How could you not look at your creation and just be like, man, and just in utter disappointment? Because I tell you that, you know, all these religions talk about, you know, I was created in God's image. I can love my children unconditionally, and if I saw my kids doing this, man, I'd just be like, what the fuck? Jesus Christ, get it the fuck together. Like there is an air of hopelessness to it.
See, and that's where I think it all goes back to what we've talked about 100,000 times over, and everybody gets mad because they, you know, like, well, not everybody, a few people get mad, and so we're not going to stop. But like,
thank you.
The thing is like, it's literally some very, 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 very fucking wealthy, powerful people like playing little puppets, and they get these people to get enraged to then enrage the masses, and then we sit here and fight, and it's like, you know, well, at least the markets are good.
That's what it's been, and that's what it always will be, man. And
I'm still making money. It's all good. Those people, like the majority of the workers, can't afford a fucking house, can't afford to feed their kids, can't afford health care.
Well, let's go argue with this guy because they're saying mean things about Charlie Kirk because Charlie Kirk said shit that made them angry, so they're not empathetic with his death.
Which that's actually the crazy thing is Charlie Kirk was kind of stirring that fucking hornet's nest.
Right. I think they fucked up with the Epstein files. I think the Epstein files, they were like, oh yeah, we could use this as a lot of power. It is my belief that you don't become something in this country of political stature unless they have something on you.
Yeah.
Like that is my belief. And then it's just like people wouldn't shut up about it. And they're like, fuck, we got to get a way for people to shut up about it. We got to have some way for people to stop. Because if you go in them files, I guarantee you every single president we've had for the past 15 presidents are on that list. I guarantee you. Like, oh, well, obviously 15, he's not going to be alive. You get what the fuck I'm saying. Yeah. Listen, this is a great time to end this podcast, so you can check us out. You can send a submission to mikeanddylan.com, mikeandddyln.com. Also, you go to the subreddit, and that is MADHD on Reddit. Dylan, you got anything else to put in?
If you want more of like the conspiracies that we go into, we do that a lot on the bi-weekly bonus episode of Mike and Dylan Hate Drama.
We might make it like a regular thing, but not as in, we just talk shit.
Yeah,
like we just talk shit.
It's more just a fun time.
And we talk. I know. I understand. I say a lot of shit about the leaders on the sides, but you know, I got friends that are Republicans. I got friends that are Democrats. I think in times like this, what we need to do is we need to love. Aw. We'll see you next time, guys.
Later.